Ladies and gentlemen, we're on, but... Oh, there it is!
Welcome to the Coffee Club, broadcasting live from New York with your host, Felix, and co-host, Dr. Marc. So let's have a cup of coffee and enjoy the show.
There is no heaven. There is no hell. There is only this world and its dark reflection. And we do not know in which of the two worlds we are.
I don't know about you, but I know where I am. I'm live in New York.
Well, I must say, the gentleman said, there is no heaven, there is no hell, there's only this world. Well,
this is where we're at.
It's all we've got.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is Tuesday, not our usual day for broadcasting, but...
we wanted to shake things up a little.
Well, I'm going to play a song first.
Why?
To start off the day.
Why don't you save it? Why don't we just get into...
No. This is what I want to do. I'm sorry.
What is this, your show? When did it become your show?
Never did. But that's if I could ever get this thing to work. Oh, it's been acting up lately, our board here. All right, let's play this and then we'll explain to you why. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday we were supposed to have, and we were going to have a short tribute to my mother, Amalia, which you just heard the song that was written and performed by my niece, Sunny. Unfortunately, My wife was rushing to the emergency room last night, so we could not broadcast the show. First thing I'd like to say is my wife seems to be doing better. But anyway, yesterday was my mom's 101st anniversary.
No, birthday.
Birthday. It's anniversary. Birthday.
It's a birthday, not an anniversary.
I'm sorry, birthday. And also the 10th anniversary of her death. So it was an important day, and I wish we could have broadcast the show on yesterday, but unfortunately things, as they say, shit happens. And, I just want to wish my wife the best, that she starts getting better again. This seems to be like every other week she goes to the hospital, having cancer and constant infections. It's a tough life for her, and a tough life for the rest of her family following what she's going through. And so I really want to say about that right now. So Amalia, happy birthday. We miss you. And today's show, we're going to be doing what we do the best. Talk about everything and or nothing. News, politics, whatever comes to our minds, whatever articles seem interesting, whatever you folks want to talk about. The phone number is 646-595-3275. I'm also going to open the chat room now. So, we're launching the chat room on Blog Talk Radio. And I'm also launching the chat room on Blog Talk, on the Spreaker. So if you're a Spreaker or you're on Blog Talk Radio, the chat room is open. You can give us a call. Welcome to tonight's show. And I'm Felix. I'm the host, and my co-host tonight is
Dr. Marc, right
always. Here. And I guess he wants to start off with Frank Gifford.
Well, no, actually, because you reminded me by talking about your mom. I have some shout-outs, really, to mention. Sunday would have been my parents' 68th wedding anniversary. Okay. Unfortunately, I did not receive an invitation. I was not there. I guess that's the difference between when people get married now and when they used to get married 70 years ago, But we're not passing judgment on anybody. So it would have been my parents' 68th anniversary. Tomorrow, actually, would have been my aunt and uncle's, I think, 77th anniversary. Or 76th, or maybe even Diamond Jubilee, 75. So it's a big month for August. Last week, my daughter celebrated and her husband celebrated their 4th anniversary. And today, there are a bunch of birthdays I want to acknowledge. My friend Ed.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dr. Jacob. Happy birthday.
Anyway, my friend Ed, our friend Sandy, another girl I grew up with, Carol Kesselschmidt-Hagerman.
What?
And Carol, the one from Arkansas.
What's the last name?
Well, now it's Hagerman. It used to be Kesselschmidt. And Mary Jane, MJ, who used to have the biggest and the meanest German Shepherds around in Rockaway, boy, let me tell you. But today is her birthday, so very, very popular month, I must say. Speaking of popular, some sad news to report on. Those of you who are New York Giant fans, familiar with the name Frank Gifford. Frank passed away over the weekend of natural causes at the age of 84. He was always a class act. He was a great player, a great team man, and then when he left the Giants as an active player in '62, he became an announcer. He was one of the first announcers on Monday Night Football, along with Howard Cosell and Don Meredith, while Dandy Don, as he used to be called, was the color commentator. Frank was always the statistics man. He always used to set things straight. And what could you say about Howard Cosell? Howard Cosell was just Howard Cosell.
This is Howard Cosell. Well, today, I can't do him, buddy.
I can't either. Of course, the Donald is still heavily in the news. Today, he kept reporters waiting for the better part of an hour, if not more. He actually held a press conference all by himself, talking about certain things. He was down on China. He said China just devalued their money again. So he said it's very difficult for Americans to compete with Chinese goods when it costs next to nothing for them to make, which is, I hate to say this, but true.
Why do you hate to say it?
Well, that Donald is right.
Oh, is that what it is?
However, Donald himself, one of his longtime advisors resigned over the weekend. Not exactly sure why. The gentleman was on Morning Joe to explain, but I only caught part of it because I was so tired I fell asleep on the couch again, which is very common for me. But the Donald seems to be long on wind and talking, but as I said, today was the first time that he really got into any kind of substance. I guess we'll be hearing more. I know we'll be hearing more from him. He's certainly not pulling out. He said his numbers, his approval rating is somewhere close to 30%. I don't know if that's true or not. I know they did release another study after the debate and the weekend. But I tell you, he seems to be catching on, more and more ordinary people like his straight talk,
Yeah, every time he makes a mistake, or everybody thinks he makes a mistake,
it's always somebody else's mistake.
His numbers go up.
Well, that's true. He refuses to apologize for anything that was said. In fact, he turns it around and says, well, how could anybody think that I would say something like that to a woman about a menstrual cycle? He says, you got to be a deviant. What can I say?
Well, then you know what? 90% of the people in America are deviants.
It's probably very true, but in any event, he says he had all of the Sunday talk shows by phone, and he said he did nothing wrong, refuses to apologize. In fact, he says Megyn Kelly should really apologize to him. That's the latest. And Megyn Kelly said, look, I only did my job. I'm asking the tough questions because when you're in a debate, she said, you have to be accountable for what you say. And it seems like Trump says things and then he has no statistics. He has nothing to back anything up.
Well, one of the problems with what Megyn was asking him was things that he did on the reality show, which is a TV show.
It's an entertaining show. It's not the...
Yeah, exactly. And she was accusing him of saying